Rebonjour. So today we're going to do another video on two more tenses. I know French 1 and 2 has a lot of tenses that we're going to go over. So last class we've dealt with le passé composé. Now we'll talk about le passé récent. So le passé récent, like the name tells you, it's more of a recent past. Okay. So if le passé composé happened, let's just say last week, passé récent happened this morning. Okay. So let me do a little timeline for you. So if you were to have a timeline, we're talking right now, so this is présent. Passé composé is way back in the past. Passé récent is in the past, but not as far as passé composé. Okay. All right, so why do we use passé récent dans le passé immédiat? So sometimes you might hear people talk about it as passé immédiat. It's just because it's immediate past, like we've talked about right now. The way we form it, okay, is you start with le verbe venir au présent. So you'll see that in class we'll go over the conjugation for that verb in present tense, followed by de, followed by infinitive. Okay. Je viens de terminer mon travail. So you have your pronoun, you have your verb venir au présent, you have your preposition de, you have the infinitive of the verb that's given to you. It's just a way of telling I just finished my work, right? So I just finished my work. It's very close, but still in the past. Same thing here if you want to say they just won the race. Ils viennent de gagner la course. D'accord? Donc vous avez il qui est le pronom. Viennent, c'est le verbe venir au présent. De, c'est la préposition. Et l'infinitif. Let's try an example from an exam question. Mettez ces verbes qui sont au présent, au passé récent en transformant les verbes. Donc, vous avez le présent ici, right? So these are the verbs that we're talking about. The verbs that are in present. You need to change this verb to passé récent. So first of all, this verb is le verbe faire, n'est-ce pas? Passé récent, remember, is le verbe venir au présent plus de plus l'infinitif du verbe. D'accord? So, I know it's conjugated here, but if you were to change this in passé récent, it remains as an infinitive. So, how do we do that? Let me find my box. Okay. Aventure globale. So, fait, right? So, bien. Aventure globale is il, so you start with venir au présent. De faire le tour du monde. Okay? So you start with always venir, de, and then faire of whichever verb is being given to you. Let's take a look at this one. So this one we have allons, again it's aller. If we were to follow this rule, so it would be nous. You'll see that nous, venir au présent, c'est venons. De, and then the infinitive of whatever verb is being given to you. So this one, because you have two vowels here, you'll drop the E and add apostrophe. Nous venons d'aller en voyage. So we just went for a travel, for a trip, right? Same thing here. Aventure globale just made the tour du monde. Okay. Futur proche. You'll see that eventually in the course we'll talk about futur simple. So these are two tenses that you'll learn about that is in the future. So it didn't happen yet. So if I were to have my timeline again, it would be course, you have your passé composé, you have your passé récent, you have your present tense that we just talked about right now, like we're just speaking. You have futur proche, so it's closer to the present than futur simple. No, don't worry about futur simple for now. We'll talk about it later in the course. Okay, again, c'est dans le futur immédiat, the immediate future. Okay, so you're just saying you are going to return to class as opposed to you will return to class. You will return to class is futur simple. Futur proche is what we're going to be talking about now for the formation. So the way you form futur proche is, instead of using venir like we've done in futur ou passé récent, you're going to be using aller au présent, no preposition, just the verb in infinitive. Let's take a look. So let's just say you're saying you are going to return to class. Okay, so what you do is you start with the pronoun, followed by the verb aller. You conjugate that in present tense, followed by the infinitive. Okay. Same here. It's not will, because remember, will is futur simple. That we'll do later. So you will say they are going to finish the project tonight. Okay. So I'll give you an example for how I can transform this. If I were to change this particular sentence in présent, it would be il termine le projet. If on the exam they're asking me to change this into futur proche, first of all, what is the verb? Terminer, n'est-ce pas? So futur proche, you start with your pronoun, so that's il, followed by aller au présent, so that's vont, followed by the infinitive of the verb that's being given to you, so that's terminer. Ils vont terminer le projet ce soir. Okay. All right, moving on. Another exam question. Aventura globale fait le tour du monde. Again, you're being asked to change this verb in present in futur proche. So what you do, find the infinitive. Will make it a lot easier for you. So you go with Aventura globale. What is the infinitive of fait? Faire. So remember that futur proche is aller. Where's my pen? You conjugate the verb aller au présent plus l'infinitif du verbe that's been given to you. N'est-ce pas? So, aventure globale, what's the conjugation for aller when it comes to il? C'est va faire le tour du monde. Okay? Conjugate your aller followed by the infinitive. Same thing here, elles vont en voyage. What's the infinitive of vont? C'est aller. N'est-ce pas? Donc, vous avez elles, oups, elles vont, conjugate that. Okay, I know both of them are aller, but it's not complicated. What you do is just leave it as it is for the infinitive. Respect the rules. Okay. Again, before your dossier 5 quiz, I will put more example on Canvas, but in the meantime, if you have question, you know where to find me. Merci. À plus tard.